Morning. It's Tuesday, October 27th, 1 week till Election Day. And the winter is coming. And COVID-19 is picking up. It's getting stronger and stronger. We're averaging 68,000 cases a day, and we had 2 days where the cases were over 80,000. We're seeing numbers that are astronomical. And the former head of the FDA has said we need to have a national mask mandate. He also said we are at a dangerous tipping point. We are entering the steep slope of the curve, of the epidemic curve. And things are going to get worse over the next 2 or 3 weeks. And so Scott Gottlieb is his name, he wrote in the Wall Street Journal, "Winter is coming, it's time for a mask mandate." In the article, he expressed that the mandate could be limited to the next 2 months, and the inconvenience would allow the country to preserve healthcare capacity and keep more schools and businesses open. That sounds reasonable to me, but I'm sure it doesn't sound reasonable to a lot of people in this country, because in this country we have rights, and any infringement on our rights turns people completely off. So saving one another is not as important as my rights. And the policymakers, he said, had to make moves to slow the spread. And he said states should be able to choose how to enforce the mandate. But the goal should be to make masks a social and cultural norm and not a political statement. That sounds okay to me. And we're losing support for reinstating the stay-at-home orders. People are tired of that. They're tired of being beaten up. And they need some national encouragement. In spite of the fact that if 95% of Americans wore masks, we could save 100,000 lives between now and February. But that doesn't look like it's going to happen. It doesn't look like we're going to have a national mask mandate. In fact, it looks like the White House has given up the fight, because I was watching TV yesterday. And Mark Meadows, the White House Chief of Staff, said we're not going to be able to control the pandemic. So despite the fact that 225,000 plus Americans have died from the virus, they have given up trying to control it. What they're going to do now is control the fact that we get vaccines, therapeutics, and other mitigation areas to work. So they're going to wait and hope the virus runs its course, and treating it like influenza season. They're going to wait for the vaccine to come on board. And we know what's happening with the vaccine. There are several different companies that are in final trials. And even if everything goes perfectly well, we probably won't have a vaccine till the beginning of next year. And how many people are you going to be able to vaccinate every day? There's 330 million people in this country. I know how they'll start. They'll start with the older folks, and they'll start with the essential healthcare workers, and they'll work their way down to the less vulnerable. Now, looking at the White House situation, I could understand why they feel that way. I mean, in their working environment, people get sick with this virus all the time. 5 people on the vice president's staff got this virus. And he should have quarantined himself, but no, he had to run out and campaign. So I don't know what's happening there, but they've given up the fight. They're going to keep trying to win this election at any cost. And then they'll worry about it next year when they're in power. Hopefully, they think they'll still be in power next year. I'm not equipped to state an opinion on that right now. But giving up the fight is not what this country's about. Now, I agree we need all these mitigation factors, as Meadows calls them. We need them. But that doesn't mean that we can't take preventative measures until we get those mitigating factors. This is like saying when somebody slashed their wrists, we don't have to stop the bleeding, it'll clot soon. Well, I think we can't wait for the clotting here. We have to take preventative measures as well as hurry the mitigating factors along. So it looks to me like the White House believes they can't have any vaccine by Election Day. So they've taken this tack. We're waiting for the mitigation factors because then everything will be all right. There's nothing we can do. It's the flu. It's turning the corner. Well, it's turning the corner maybe, but there's a stop sign there. And we need to stop this thing as best we can. So we've already been in 8 months of hell and quarantined. So what's another 2 months for us if we have to wear the masks? 2 more months of preventative measures could save thousands of lives. So I think we're all on our own. We have to do the best we possibly can, and I am not giving up wearing my mask. And science has proved that masks have stopped the spread. And so I'm going to stick with my masks, and I advise you all to do the same. And now I've run out of time, and I will see you in the morning. Bye.